friends.
Lie.
Or I've been with...
You take that to the goddamn grave. You know, I'm joking. I think that there should, depending on what's, you were talking about marriage or?
Yes,
Like,
we go, hey, we serious. We go, hey, look here. You the one. This is what it's gonna be. I'm looking to marry you, and I want to be in this relationship, this serious relationship with you. Ain't no just kicking it. We having a good time. I see a future for us together, and that's what I'm doing. I'm dating with the intent.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Yeah, I'm dating with the intent.
Not intentional.
To give you this, you're gonna have this last name, or you're just gonna be hyphenated. Keep your last name and then put sharp at the end.
I think that it depends on where you and that person is in life. Because the older you are, the more you expect of an experience for them to have.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids. You think I'm out here with one? Like, that would be insane for you.
Well, I only think you have 3 guys.
Okay.
I'm just being.
I mean, to be honest, I got 3. It might only been 0.5.
Exactly.
Okay?
It might be the same. It might be the same guy.
Yeah.
But
I think it just depends on how old we are.
Okay.
I think the older you are, the less that conversation should exist.
Okay.
We're not going to be 65 years old looking for love. And you asking me at 65, how many men you been with? Sir, I don't even know.
Y'all don't forgot.
To be honest with you, I'm just trying to figure out if I took my meds this morning. I don't know. So
women hate that. They hate they hate when men ask them about their past as far as the men that they've dealt with, right? But we was talking about pH balances a little bit earlier. Listen, man, if that pH balance is off, she out here just giving it up. But, this is why older men choose to date younger women, because they feel like those younger women have less mileage on them. So they don't really have to ask. They just go and date younger women because they just assume those younger women have less tread on the tires. So when you see men say, well, I don't ask women that, that's why these men date younger women, because they don't feel they instead of asking, they say, well, I'm just going to date younger women, a woman that I know ain't been with a lot of men like that. Instead of dealing with situations where they have ladies they've dealt with in their past forward, and they find out things about them, right? And they say never again, right? So that goes on too.
I think it depends on the age demographic really matters. Right. The younger you are, the more I think you can feed into that conversation. But the older you get and the more experience you have and that person has in life, especially if we've been married already.
Right. Yeah.
I've been married twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I really going to sit down and have this conversation with you? I've been married twice, got 3 kids. I'm a grandma. I'm not even going to entertain that conversation because I've lived so much life already.
Did you see the study?
But if I was like 25,
yeah,
I could understand.
You do. I'm glad you said that number. And I don't know where I read it, but they say women at 25 has had more sexual partners than a 50-year-old.
And now,
do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that a woman who's 25 has had more partners than a woman that's 50? We're talking about Gen X women, by the way. We're talking Gen Z woman, and a Gen X woman. Do y'all believe that a woman who's 50 has had less partners than a woman that's 25? Yeah, she said she was married twice. I mean, I know these young girls are getting it in, you know what I'm saying? Because you just can't, these girls, you can't tell them nothing. But that woman that's 50 has lived through the 90s and parts of the 80s as well, okay? She lived in the 80s and 90s, right? Possibly 70s. And she has less partners than a 25-year-old now. But then again, you look at where we are with social media and how you got girls who've been on dating apps since they were in high school. Let's be real. These girls are hopping on dating apps while they're in high school. I did a video today about Jaden Newman, right? Any of y'all seen the video I did about Jaden Newman today? This girl was thirst trapping when she was a teenager, right? And in what another video clip that I didn't react to, she talked about how all these grown men were her DMs. But why didn't her father step in when she was doing all the thirst trapping? Under 18, by the way. She was like 17. Because if you look at the pictures and the dates, this chick been thirst trapping for almost 10 years and she's only 22. So we don't really know what these young girls are into right now. And they grow up on social media.
Days?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That is crazy.
Everybody's YOLO. I would tell somebody my number and they'd be like, that's it? I'm like, girl, what you at? 60 who? An American numbers? Not Euro? Oh my God, not Tokyo. Oh my
Yes.
God.
I mean, when I read, I said, hold on.
In there? Oh my God.
I was like 25, and they've had more they've been with more men.
They're more liberated.
Because, now, women, it used to be, they didn't think like that.
Yeah.
But now, women think like a man.
I know, that's bad. I think.
Well, somebody tell Steve Harvey that. What's good, Shaq? Teddy, what's good? Somebody tell Steve Harvey that a woman thinking like a man is bad, because this is, again, why these women are so loose. They think that they're, in their mind, they think they're men. And they want to be like men. They want to have a bunch of men on their team. They rotating men. That's what's going on out here. You got these young females who are rotating men now because they have the mindset of a man, right? Especially these girls that have all these male friends. All these girls with male friends, I'm telling you right now, they sleeping with at least a few of them. That's why men don't want their girlfriends having male friends, because we know you either slept with them or want to sleep with them, or they want to sleep with you.
And this, I want to say this before y'all come for me. This is just all my opinion. I think that women that think like men is bad, because there has to be an understanding that we are not equal.
Yeah.
Men can do it, but we can't. Men can sleep with all the women they want to, and if I sleep with a bunch of men, I'm a hoe. Why do you want to?
Right.
Like, it's such a deeper conversation. Mm-hmm. My argument can't be Shannon had 100 partners, I had 82, right, and y'all calling me a hoe, but Shannon had 100. Why is it okay for him and not for me? Why do you even want to be there?
Right.
I've seen that so much on social media. I've seen so many women say that. They said, if a man can do it, why can't a woman do it? That lets me know you got slower energy, and I would want nothing to do with you. Why do you want to compete with a man? But that's what's going on out here. Salute, Devon.
The liberal agenda sold them that lie.
Yep. Appreciate that, Devon. And they still believe it. They still believe in a lie that was told to them years ago. And nobody's going to change their tune on it. The only reason why a lot of these women don't claim being feminist anymore is because they realize that men are not going to respect them and be with them. And they can't have that. You know what I'm saying? They can't have men out here, rejecting them over their feminist ideologies.
Right.
Like, we're not the same. And if men have us up on this pedestal, what's wrong with being on a pedestal?
Right.
That means I'm up here.
Right.
But the one thing that you're going to find out is a lot of these girls don't want to be put on a pedestal. They'll tell you, don't put me on the pedestal. That's what they said. They don't want to be held to any standard. They really don't.
And you down here. So why do I have a problem with the fact that you think and believe I should be up here? That's insane to me. So when I hear women fighting this battle of, well, how come he and how come I can't? Why do you even want to? Why do you sit there with the idea of, I should be able to have sex with 100 men if I want to? That would never come out my mouth.
No.
He has sex with 200 women. I should be able to do the same. I don't even want to.
Because women are in competition with men. And this is what feminism did. Women's empowerment. Women want to compete with men. Y'all see it in the workplace. Even in relationships, women are very competitive with the men that they are with. This is why there's always friction. There's always arguments, because it's not normal for a woman to assume a masculine role in a relationship between a man and a woman. It's not normal. It's not normal for a woman to be the breadwinner of the family willingly, by the way. This ain't a situation of desperation. These women go out of their way to choose men who have way less than them, Keke Palmer, because they want control. They sacrifice the harmony of a male-female dynamic in a relationship for the sake of control.
Why? You really need to sit down and ask yourself, why am I even considering this as an option? Why do you even want it as an option for yourself? So, let me get a little.
What's the craziest reason you've broken up with someone?
So many things.
You quick to 86 somebody?
Very quickly. I don't got time. Dress. I need you to dress.
You want him to dress his age?
Dress your age. I don't like Jordans. I don't like all of that stuff. I like just be sharp. Just look nice.
Yeah.
Just look grown. Because when I go out, I'm going to look grown. I want you to look grown.
Right.
Broke up with somebody. Finances.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, did you hear about Elon Musk's baby mama and how she trying to get millions out of him? She sold her Tesla and everything. Yeah, I thought they came to an agreement. They must be didn't. I thought he came to agreement he was going to pay her a bunch of child support. He must not, right? Yeah. First off, if you're an older woman and you're dating a man who's your age, if he's dressing like he's in his 20s, he obviously isn't interested in an older woman. You know what I'm saying? You might need to let that dude go because he clearly wants attention from younger women.
Finances. Not because he made less, but because of how much less and how it showed. We went out to a restaurant and we went to brunch in some city I was in, and the waitress comes up to us and she said, well, the owners here, they love you. They love your comedy. And I invited them to the show. They said, all we're going to ask you to do is just pay the taxes on the bill.
Yeah.
And the bill got to be like $300. So what I'm paying, $30, $40?
Oh, yeah.
So
Plus the tip.
Plus the tip, maybe $100.
$100.
So he gives them his card. Mind you, we didn't even add the tip yet.
Yeah.
They ring up the card and bring it back and ask if you want to leave a tip. It's got to be like $40.
Yeah.
Declines.
This man $40 class?
But listen, not only does the $40 decline, there's no other option to pay for anything. So the $40 decline, and he just sitting there like this. And I'm looking at him, and the waitress is sitting there. So I just pulled out my card. I said, here, you can put it.
Ladies, why are you with men? Like, why are you with a man that has money problems? And why are you dudes going on dates, especially expensive dates, with women and you ain't got no money? Unless he gave her the card with no money in it. Yo, what if he actually gave the waitress the card with no money on it? Like, not the card he actually has money on. He gave her the card that doesn't have money because he didn't want to pay for the date. So she ends up paying for it. Maybe he did that on purpose because I'm like, bro, why y'all going on dates you ain't got no money? Especially, you going to a nice restaurant because this chick's car ain't trying to go to no cheap restaurant. So dude probably might have ran a little game on it. Maybe he had it, he just didn't want to pay it.
On this. And she goes, you sure? I said, yeah, just put it on that. She puts it on the card. He says, thank you for taking care of that. I said, it's fine. Drives me back to my hotel. I'm quiet. And he said, why are you so quiet? I said, you didn't have $40. And he was like, I didn't know the card was going to decline. I said, not only did you not have $40, you don't have it at all because there was no other option. There was no other card for you to pull.
You ain't have no cash on you?
You didn't have no cash on you. And even if you left your wallets home, you didn't even stop and say, hey, T, I'm going to Zelle you or cash. Not that I would have taken it, but you didn't even say, hey, thank you for paying for that. I don't know what's going on with my car. I'll Zelle you right now the money back. I'll Cash App you right now the money back. You didn't have it at all. And I never talked to him after that.
So you didn't know this dude didn't have no money like that? So what kind of dude was you dating? Was you dating a guy that has his own? Does he have his own place? Did you do any research into the guy? It looked like he saw how much it was going to be and he probably did have it. He didn't want to pay it. That's what it looks like to me. Because I don't know a dude that would be going to no restaurant with no money like that. especially if it's a first date. So you out here dating guys that don't have it? These women just have a nose for broke dudes. Like, it's just crazy. This is our comedian Tacarra Williams. She's been around for a while, right? And I don't know why I guess because I watched Corey Holcomb's live streams here and there, especially after the whole dust up that he had recently, and she's been in my recommends. That's how I knew who she was. I would see her doing comedy, and she's kind of been around for a while, right? And I've seen, her, for whatever reason, her comedy routines was in my recommends. That's how I knew who she was when she did this interview.
Can't.
Listen, I don't know if this guy actually went there without no money, or he just gave her the wrong card. But ladies, you gotta really vet the men you going on these dates with. But she was probably attracted to him and overlooked the red flags. And that's women's that's their weakness. They will overlook red flags just because they really like somebody.